Hey everyone, hope you're all very well. Today's video will be all about press-ups. In this video, we'll cover the requirements of press-ups, how we can train for it, and then a series of exercises progressing from easier to more challenging variations leading to press-ups. Whether you're training at a gym or at home with basic equipment, if you're someone who's struggling to perform the press-ups, stay tuned. I believe this video will be very beneficial for you. Before we move on to any exercises, first, let's break down the press-ups. So this exercise is a horizontal pushing or horizontal pressing movement, which means we'll be using our chest, shoulders, and triceps. This means we need to have a good level of strength across these muscle groups. In addition to the chest, shoulders, and triceps strength, we also need a good level of core stability, as we need to maintain a certain torso position throughout the press-ups. Now, what do I mean by core stability? We'll need to be able to avoid extension at our spine. So we'll need to keep our spine from arching. To be able to improve our core stability in this manner that will help us with the press-ups, we'll need to perform exercises that forces us to resist spine extension, such as planks and dead bugs. Moving back up to the chest, shoulders, and triceps. To build a basic level of strength, we can perform exercises such as dumbbell chest press, dumbbell shoulder press, dumbbell tricep extensions. If you don't have any weights at home and you may have some resistance bands, you can use the resistance band to perform these exercises too. Now, after you build a basic level of pushing strength as well as core stability, if you still don't feel like you have enough strength to perform press-ups, the next series of exercises will help you get there. The first exercise we're going to do is called a high plank hold. So it's basically the starting position of a press-up, where we have our hands underneath our shoulders, just about shoulder width apart. And then from here, our goal is to keep our spine straight. So we don't want to arch. So we're going to tuck the hips, making sure our core is tight. And then we're going to hold this position. So, not a lot of things to do here. Once we can do 2 to 3 rounds of 30 to 40 seconds with no problem, we can move on to the next progression. The next exercise is going to be a high plank with shoulder taps. So, going back into our high plank position. So hands just about shoulder width, neutral spine, keeping the core tight. And then from here, our goal is to maintain a stable spine. From here, we're going to think about touching one shoulder with our hand in a slow and controlled way. And then on to the other side. So as slowly and controlled as possible, maintaining our neutral spine. Now, once the high plank with the shoulder taps become easy for you and fairly comfortable, now we can move on to the negative press-ups, which is basically focusing on only the lowering phase. To perform the negative press-ups, we'll start off with the high plank, the starting position of the press-ups. Again, keeping that neutral spine, keeping the core tight. Now from here, our goal is to move down without changing our spine position, as slowly as possible, without flaring the elbows. Come all the way down. Then you can just come up, get back into your position, and repeat. So slowly control yourself down, slow, 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 and repeat. Control yourself slowly, all the way, and then repeat. There we go. Now with this exercise, we're going to start making sure our elbow position is correct, because a common mistake with the press-ups is letting the elbows flare out, which can put a lot of stress on the shoulder joint. So as we lower ourselves down, think about keeping the elbows at about 45 degrees to our upper body. After getting comfortable with the negative press-ups, we can now move on to incline press-ups. Now, depending on our strength, we will adjust the incline. If we're just getting started, we keep an high incline. So if you have access to a gym, I definitely recommend the plyo boxes for this, as we have different sizes of boxes, which you can start with the higher box. As you get stronger, move down. If you are training at home, then stairs will be great for this. If not, then perhaps you could use different sized chairs or sofas. So the idea is the higher the incline, it will be easier, it will be better, more suited to start if we're just starting out, and then slowly move down, make the incline less, and make it more challenging for ourselves. So right now I have a fairly low incline, which I'll demonstrate the incline press-ups on. So to get into position, we're just starting with our standard press-up position. And from here, hands are just outside shoulder width, keeping the body straight, making sure the spine is neutral. So we're going to tuck the hips, making sure we're not arching, neutral spine, keeping the core tight, controlling down and pressing. Controlling down, breathing out at the top, making sure we're not flaring the elbows out. So about 45-degree angle to the body. Now, after building our press-up strength on the inclines, our next exercise is going to be the plank get-ups, also known as plank walk-ups, and I'm pretty sure it has many other names. Now, depending on your incline level you are practicing, the plank get-up may or may not be a progression. So if your incline was fairly high and you don't have anything else that's lower, then the plank get-up will definitely be harder than the high incline. To perform the plank get-up exercise, we'll start off in a front plank position. So on our forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders, keeping the body straight. Show you from the side. Keeping the core tight. Now from here, we're going to slowly place one hand and then push ourselves up into a press-up position. Then moving back down from the same side. Slow and controlled. Keeping our hips and back as stable as possible. After reaching a level where we have built enough strength to perform the incline press-ups as well as the plank get-ups, I'm fairly confident you'll be able to perform at least a couple of reps of the standard press-ups. In summary, to be able to perform the press-ups, we need pushing strength, so chest, shoulders and triceps, and we also need core stability. Once we've built this initial level of strength, we can then start focusing on more targeted exercises that will help us speed our progress towards completing the standard press-ups. Hope this video was useful, hope it was very beneficial for you. If you did enjoy the video, please drop a like. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future uploads. Thank you for watching.